All right. We are gambling yet again. Well, I'm not gambling. Well, I might do a little gambling. Regardless, we are playing a nimble randomizer, trying to steal the world record from the Swarm, a.k.a. our Swarm enemy. Get it? You guys like that pun? If not, please let me know in the comments below on a scale of 1 to 69. How did you feel about that pun? Regardless, the plan is I'm trying to beat the seed faster than Swarm did because this is preparation for our race, our best of 3, aka the Thug Finals. Since Swarm was the winner of my tournament that I hosted earlier this year, we're getting together and doing a best of 3 show match to see if I was in my own tournament. Is it possible that maybe I would have won my own tournament? There's only one way to find out. Do I have any PC Metroidvania recommendations? Deedlit in Wonder Labyrinth by Team Ladybug is very good. Team Ladybug also just makes great games. If you just play the Team Ladybug games for sure. So Deedlit in Wonder Labyrinth, Tohovania, Toho Luna Nights, I think is what it's called. Those are 2 fantastic games in my opinion. They're pretty short. Like you can finish them in like 6 to 10 hours and like 100% them. But they're a lot of fun. Can you get out of my way, please? What's that warg backing its ass up all the way like that? Like, calm down. Wait, what was... I don't think anybody saw that. There was like a dead pixel or something following me while I was wing smashing? I can't see that item. Damn it. There's like a strat where you kill that guy to see what what item he drops is, but whatever. I'm gonna do the entrance skip or the alchemy lab skip. Yes, Team Ladybug, their animation style is very much heavily inspired by the Castlevania series, a lot of it specifically from Symphony of the Night. Toho Luna Nights, the walk animation is like very much inspired by Symphony of the Night. It has very good movement too, which I think is like super underrated amongst like Metroidvanias. It has some of the most clean and fluid movement, as well as very unique combat systems that not like Toho Luna Nights has one of the most fun and interesting combat systems where it combines the bullet hell mechanics from like a Toho game into a Metroidvania in a very seamless way. It's really, really cool. Like, I can't sing the praises of how innovative those games are, straight up. They're some of my favorite Metroidvania experiences because they are short in a good way. Like, they don't overstay their welcome like a lot of modern Metroidvanias. Kind of just like pride themselves on being the world's largest and longest castle. It'll take you 600 hours to explore 100% of this game. And it's like, I'm good. I don't want to play a Metroidvania MMO. Although for some people, if they heard the phrase Metroidvania MMO, they would instantly cum themselves. But I'm not one of those people, personally. I did make that Metroidvania tier list as well, where you can just kind of take my recommendations from that, even though that video is kind of not like a troll video, but it's more so a video that doesn't take itself very seriously in the realm of Metroidvania, so you might not get everything you want out of that video, but it at the very least is my honest opinions about a lot of Metroidvanias that I have played. Also, can we stop leveling up every 3 seconds? Jesus. I've wasted like 12 seconds on leveling up alone. Right, let's grab this Ring of Vlad. I found the game to be too short. That's fair. Like, I think that is probably the biggest complaint about it, is that the game is very short. I personally think it makes for a very good experience, but some people might find it to not be substantial enough to support, like I said, you can 100% the game in like 6 hours if you know what you're doing, or are just like decent at not dying to the boss fights. The boss fights are really cool though. Yeah, for me, I prefer short and sweet, which is why I think those games speak to me at a very high level. Like they scratch the itch almost perfectly for the type of Metroidvania that I like. That's also because Symphony of the Night is not a very long game. I think Symphony of the Night is a very polished game when it comes to its mechanics and how it feels to play, and the vibes as well. Like the atmosphere in Symphony of the Night is very, very good. Monster Sanctuary is very good, but it's also very different. Like you have to be in the mood for a monster collection RPG that is also a Metroidvania, which is like a weird mood to be in for a lot of people. Not everybody's down for that. I think it's a really cool combo that actually works surprisingly well. But it's definitely not for everybody. Whereas I feel like the Team Ladybug video games, I think any Metroidvania fan will be able to play those games and appreciate them, and the only criticism would probably just be that the games are kind of short, and that's about it. And I think that's a good thing. I personally have a hard time enjoying Blasphemous. I should probably try and do a second playthrough of the game, where I feel like Blasphemous is the at least from when I tried to play it like 3 years ago or whenever. It felt like the epitome of style, like A+, like across the board. Everything aesthetically in that game is very, very good. The music's very good. The atmosphere is very, very good. But I think it unfortunately falls into a lot of the pit traps that I personally find happen a lot when Metroidvanias try and take too much inspiration from Dark Souls. Why didn't I transform? But Eternia Noctis? I don't think I've played that. It sounds familiar. It might be on my wish list, but I don't think I've played it. I plan on playing more Metroidvanias, especially starting next year, because surely Silksong comes out next year, right, guys? Like, once Silksong comes out, then we'll have the Metroidvania renaissance we've been waiting for. Copium. Yeah, I think Blasphemous, unfortunately, falls into the category of, hey, we're going to make a game that is very, very, very obtuse. Because Dark Souls did it, and everyone loves Dark Souls. And it's like, okay, like, to a certain extent, Dark Souls kind of got away with it, but still to this day, like, the obtuse nature of Dark Souls' progression is still criticized, even amongst its, like, most fervent fans outside of the, like, completely brainwashed Get Good crowd. Normal people who've played Dark Souls and are like, I love Dark Souls, it's a fantastic game. I do agree that when you play through for the first time, it is very frustrating and annoying and stupid. But once you get past the frustrating, annoying, and stupid parts and you actually learn the systems that the game doesn't teach you, then the game gets good. And I imagine Blasphemous is very similar, where the game probably feels a lot better once you already know how to solve the game's quote-unquote puzzles. Like, once you figure out what the game is asking from you. Because some of the quests felt so impossible to figure out without a guide. Especially if you're playing over multiple sessions, which most human beings are. Like, I don't have every dialogue that I've had with every NPC memorized. You know what I mean? And even then, that doesn't always even necessarily help, because a lot of the times it's just vague. Which is, again, that is my criticism of, like, the storytelling aspect and progression aspects of Metroidvanias that take too much inspiration from Dark Souls. And you could always chalk it up to, I am not patient enough to sit down with those games and, like, figure out its systems. And to be fair, I kind of just don't have the time. If I had the time to dedicate to it, I probably would spend a lot more time with those games and figuring out their systems and then enjoying them. That's very fair. It's one of the reasons why when people bring up Blasphemous, I always agree that it is a well-made quality game. There are just aspects of it that are not very accessible to somebody like me, who is very impatient and doesn't have the time to dedicate to those kinds of games. And as well as that, if I want to play those types of games on stream, they become very tough experiences to play through on stream because of how much of the game is spent just being lost. Also, nice Varda. I'll take it. What if Soten 2 comes out? Dude, if Soten 2 comes out, shit. I'm going to grab the snorkel. I'm going to grab the snorkel, Alucard, whether you like it or not. But I also understand that my experience with Metroidvanias is very different now than it was when I was younger. And my experience with Metroidvanias now is very different because a lot of my interactions with these games is through content, is through streaming them. And also trying to make the playthrough entertaining such that I can post it to YouTube and have that be, like, worthwhile for people. Stuff like that, which is something that not everybody has to think about when they play through a game casually, so. I think double jump discourse is just one part of Metroidvania discourse. Like, realistically, you can... I like double jumps. I think double jumps are a very good... There's a reason why they're in every game ever that deals with 2D platforming, because it's just a great way to give the player more control and also gatekeep certain sections of the game off from the player until you want them to see those sections. It's just tried and true, and it works really, really well. I mean, but you obviously don't need a double jump because the other most well-defined Metroidvania of all time doesn't have one. Super Metroid does not have a double jump, and it's just fine. Although the game does, on a casual level, feel a lot more clunky to move around with. Okay, that's pretty much all I needed was the library card. I think pretty much... I'll buy the Chrysogram for funsies, but I don't think I need anything else. Oh, I could have bought a duplicator! Fuck! Damn it! I could add 2. Shit, my life is ruined. Anyways. So what are we doing with this? We don't have anything yet. We literally haven't unlocked anything yet, which means... The one time I choose to skip Alchemy Lab, it's literally progression. This is literally my first time ever trying this route, by the way. 80-something% chance that you don't miss a progression relic here. God damn it, man. Why does this happen to me? I swear, I am the unluckiest sometimes. Specifically when it comes to doing random seeds on stream. I just end up finding the, like, most obscure, like, oh, this seed actually is a complexity 12 and requires you to, poop your pants to finish it. Damn. That's the second time the emulator is lagged going through that exact screen transition. That's weird. Anyways. Unfortunate. A lot of pooping my pants talk today. Is there something you need to tell us? I didn't know what to put as my going live notification. So I was like, if I fail, I have to poop my pants live on stream because I thought it was a funny live notification. And that's about it. And then my mom saw it because she has my live stream notifications on her phone set up. So she came into chat and is like, what the fuck are you talking about pooping your pants on stream? And I'm like, that's all. So long story short, be more careful when you know your parents can see your social media posts, essentially. Although, if I was guaranteed to 10x my viewerships on all of my videos and streams, and all I had to do was poop my pants once whilst streaming, I mean, what do you want from me? What am I supposed to do? Say no? Also, this route's not that bad. Because we ended up needing to come here anyways, so it's whatever. Box of chocolate laxatives, and you do an all bosses run. The person to get the most bosses before pooping wins. Holy shit, you're a genius. Mogsy, you... Hold on, you're onto something. I talked about it on stream a couple of times. The idea of a double jump is great and all, but I also feel like most Metroidvanias, they design their world very, very well. They design the enemies very, very well. They design the art, the music. Everything is so well designed until the player character starts to get, like, fleshed out. And for whatever reason, I don't know what it is, so many times, the player character just feels like dog shit to control. And I don't like it. It's like the majority of the game, all of the game, 100% of the game is me spent controlling the player character. It is the most important aspect of the game. It needs to feel good. What is the cape that gives the multicolor effects? The one I'm wearing, it's the Twilight cloak, but the randomizer randomizes the part that changes color. The randomizer uses, it modifies the game's code to randomize cape colors. And for this cape, it randomizes the colors it fades between. But I've talked about it before. Symphony of the Night, one of the reasons why it's one of my favorite Metroidvanias of all time is because every single relic that you acquire that is a movement option increases Alucard's movement capabilities by a lot, and they're all multi-purpose. Every single relic has multiple purposes. On a casual playthrough, I think most people would assume or would agree that the Mist relic is probably the least useful relic. But from a speedrunning perspective, it's one of the most useful movement relics because it is what allows you to quickly transform between other transformations. It allows you to stop your momentum. It allows you to change your momentum, comboing wing smashes into Mist Bat, into turn around, into wing smash the other direction. Like, Mist is super duper important for speedruns. So the better you get at the game, the more useful the relics become. You get to use them for different purposes. Leapstone not only gives you a double jump, it also gives you access to a dive kick whenever you want. If you can dive kick into the ground, you can do front slides. The dive kick is also useful for other things. The double jump is useful for other things other than just gaining height. You can do double jump resets, where you bonk your head against the ceiling with a double jump to reset your double jump animation. But even casually, Mist plus Power of Mist gives you just like a get out of jail free card if you're getting owned by like Dracula or whatever. So it's still useful. And it allows you to move around while being invincible. You do need the Power of Mist relic to upgrade it, but still. So even from a casual perspective, you're still upgrading the Mist relic once you find Power of Mist into something that was just a thing that unlocks essentially certain types of doors and turning it into, holy shit, I'm invincible now. Which I think is really important in a Metroidvania, that your upgrades like matter. Even in a casual perspective, I think it's important that your upgrades matter. Otherwise, you're gonna feel like, man, I'm exploring this entire fucking game, still don't got no movement options, still don't got upgrades to my character. Like, what's the fucking point of exploring? I feel like I'm not being rewarded. At the end of the day, you do need a little bit of a cookie crumb trail to keep the player happy if you want them to continue to play your game. And for some people, the actual movement of the character is enough to keep the player happy, if the movement is fluid enough. It's also how you interact with the world, is how you move through it with the character, so the character movement should be good. I don't know. There's many design ideas that I'm not the best at explaining. I'm pretty amateur when it comes to my abilities to put my video game design thoughts to words. I'm not like a professional reviewer by any means. with tons of flowery language. I'm just a guy that likes to play Metroidvanias and has opinions. And also speedruns one of them. So ultimately, my opinion means nothing, much like all opinions at the end of the day, because we will all die and turn to dust at the end of time. If you press triangle on player 2, pure, the bridge will explode on its own, essentially. It's a leftover debug option that the developers left in and forgot to to code out for the final release of the game. So that's just how the game works, because this game is very silly. That was discovered around a year ago, actually. It's a very recent speedrunning discovery for this game. It only works on the PlayStation version, unfortunately. I forgot that I'm handsome. Aw, shucks. Well, gee willikers. All right. I think 2 Vlad relics already acquired and 1 final Vlad relic missing. That gives me a go-ahead to skip Grand Flynn. I think that gives me the authority to skip Grand Flynn. I could also say I'm metagaming because I know that Swarm will likely skip Grand Falloon, which is fair. But in a race, I also have that same suspicion. Nice library card. I mean, I bought one, so I'll use it to get rid of it and then swap back to my Mana Prism to make my menus better. How are the runs going today? They've been all right. It's also 50-50 between this and Silver Ring, so I don't feel too bad using my library card in this scenario. Yeah. Swarm 1, there's no way there's a random Vlad relic at Grand Falloon. Guys, you know, we can only metagame so hard before it's just cheating, right? To be fair, in a race versus Swarm, I think most of the time, unless I'm very, very confident that Grand Falloon is something important, or I have such a large advantage that checking Grand Falloon wouldn't necessarily hurt me, I think it's probably the correct play to skip Grand Falloon. It's the same thing that happened with... that ended up becoming a significant mind game in the Lycanthrope tournament that I won, specifically around skipping Merman Statue, where I was convinced that Jupiter was going to skip Merman Statue, so I forced myself to skip Merman Statue. Is the PlayStation version the best for speedrunning? It is perfectly fine for speedrunning. In fact, most people speedrun using the PlayStation version. However, it is technically optimal for your end time to play on the 360 version, which you can play either on an actual Xbox 360 or Xbox One through backwards compatibility, or Xbox Series S and X also has backwards compatibility with it. But really, if you're just getting into speedrunning, use whatever's the most convenient for you, which is why most people play on PlayStation 1 emulator, because there isn't really a 360 emulator that is accurate enough to allow for, you know, competition. Yeah. I mean, you save a lot of time on the Xbox version for sure. Like, don't get it twisted. The Xbox version is very fast because the load times and the lag are significantly lowered. But that's just how PlayStation games are. You would have significantly faster load times and less lag if you played on PS2 with fast disk speed as well. It's just that 360 is even faster than that, so... Pretty much every PlayStation game has to contend with the fast disk speed issue, the load times, the lag issue. At some point, it's just part of being a PlayStation game, is that the original PlayStation 1 is really unoptimized, or not that it's really unoptimized, it's that most games don't run very well on it. Like that slowdown that I just received there would not have happened on 360 for sure. And one of the reasons we run on BizHawk is because the slowdown and the load times are comparable to the original hardware, the original PlayStation 1, which is makes it more fair for competition overall. Because if we allowed for a very inaccurate emulator, then people who own the original console would be at a disadvantage, and they would be forced to run on the emulator. Which, in general, most speedrunning communities agree that original hardware should be allowed to compete, if not be the optimal platform. Because it feels weird to tell somebody who just owns a copy of the game and a console, oh, you actually are at a disadvantage because you're not playing on an unofficial emulator. You know what I mean? At least that's how the speedrunning community has operated for like 12 million years. But some communities choose to say, screw it, our community is small enough, nobody really owns the game physically, so we're just allowing emulator to be the best, and everybody can just play on emulator. Mednafend is also very accurate. In fact, BizHawk uses the Mednafend core. So BizHawk and Mednafend are essentially the same. Their performance is essentially identical. BizHawk has additional bonuses. Like you can run scripts and have access to a couple of like the tassing tools, which ends up making it kind of nice, but... So we're looking at possibly 3 relics in the second castle again. Interesting. Because we full cleared first castle, except for Merman statue. Dude, I have to start counting complexity. Hold up. I don't want to count. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at... It was... God damn it. It was Jewel of Open, and it was rings into Jewel of Open. Oh, God. Into Mist 3? Into Glasses 4, into Merman 5, into Final Vlad 6. So I think Merman is required? Symphony of the Night Relics tier list? Hell yeah. All right, I got you, Super Dude. Shoutouts to the new ranking of tier list channel point redemption. I think that was a smart idea. I've been meaning to add more channel point redemptions in general. Since you guys love to gamba so much, I want you guys to be able to spend your points on meaningful stuff. Enemy asses? I mean, if you make the tier list, I have to rank it. Tier list to tier list? If you make the tier list, I gotta rank it. Them's the rules. If you make it, have the points and submit it, I gotta rank it. Humanity is 200,000 years old. How is the speedrunning community 12 million years? You know, you acting like dinosaurs weren't speedrunning back in the day, all right? That's a little bit prejudice of you, don't you think? Extinction percent. Dude, right side is kind of screwing me right now. Was this a left side gamer moment, perhaps? That's not true. I mean, I got Heart of Vlad and Medusa, right? I wasn't even paying attention. I'm gonna be honest, I'm on autopilot. I'm barely paying attention right now, which is probably not good. To be fair, Nimble preset is nice for allowing me to autopilot because my movement just gets to move. Heart was at bat? Okay. So left side is still on the table for being possibly better. Oh well. It is what it is.
Tribute.
Gwen? Thank you for the 6 months of tier 1. Ah! What a good emote. Would the dinosaur skip creature? True. Also, how did that guy dodge the fury, the flurry, if you will, of non-stop stars? Like, how? Brother, what are you made out of? Shit. Aw, shit. Aw, shit. Come on. Beelzebub, come through for your boy. I have 9 minutes? This is looking like a... Oh, man. This is looking like I might need to skip creature. This is 100% metagaming at this point. But, man... Grant Dynasty? Who the hell is Grant Dynasty? Who am I? What's going on? Destroy the feet. I saw my Vardon, I hope. Yeah. Best play is left side, but skip creature? Ooh, actually, hold up. Now you're cooking. Come on, give me a Vlad. No! Okay. I lost the 50-50. Right side was completely barren with 3 Vlad relics. Come on, man. That sucks. Believers in shambles. Yeah, I think that's GG's, right? Because I need to find a random Vlad, and I need to find Merman statue, too. I should probably grab that for goddamn stupid-ass doppelbutt. It's still technically possible, but it's very unlikely. I would need to find the next 2 Vlad relics, like, immediately. Like, I don't know. Someday I will win a Gamba. Someday. It'd be like that. I don't know. Nimble is so scary because it's so short. Anything can happen. And the complexity is, like, low. Keep gambling increases the odds? Actually, yeah, you're right. Simply if I gamble more, my gamble will pay off. Because I can offset the gambling from the first gamble with the second gamble. Isn't that the Martin Scorsese gambling system? Oh my god, it works. It's true! Hold on. Martin Scorsese was right! Who would have thought? I do have the stop gambling and keep gambling emotes. They are a little small, unfortunately. I thought they were very funny when I made them, and then I realized they're, it's kind of hard to see what's going on in them. So maybe they're not the best, but 50% plus 50% equals 100%, you will always win. Damn, when you put it like that, hold up. Ow. Force of Echo being nothing, that's how you know the seed is wrong, actually. Force of Echo has to be something every time. That's just the law. Unfortunately, you don't get to listen to this banger for very long. Damn it. I'm trying to mash while holding the jump button. It's tough. I have 4 minutes? So this needs to be the Vlad relic. And then I need to warp immediately. Is it? Dude, come on. I think that's Jover. I think that's Jover for us. It's Joel over. Should we make a Joelver emote? At this point, we could just turn chat into completely unintelligible garbage. I'm down. One exists on Better Twitch TV? All right, link it. We'll add it. If someone's already gone through the trouble of making it, we might as well. Double heart refresh? Hold on, guys. We can still win. We can still win. This is how Bernie can still win. Double heart refresh. I thought chat was already unintelligible garbage. Yeah, but you guys are my unintelligible garbage. That's the difference. What the hell is this emote? It's Joelver. That's a good emote. That's a good one. Yeah, we should add that. Oh, I'm bad at the game. I was too busy looking at the emote. I don't know what else I was expecting. No, dude, it was Creature! Fuck my... No, dude! What do you mean it was Creature? Unless it was Granfaloon, which if Granfaloon has the merman statue, then shit, what was I supposed to do? Go to Granfaloon whilst racing against Swarm? There's no way. There's just no way. Like, how was I supposed to know? Dude, left side is the best side. Hold on, let me just pick up that heart refresh as a backup. I'm still not even gonna win, even if I cheat. If it's Granfaloon, I am also pooping my pants. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think I gotta poop my pants on this one, guys. I don't think the pants come out clean on this one. I think it's probably faster to not warp. I actually don't know. Realistically, I was supposed to do a save split. Once it was down to the last relic, I probably should have saved. Oh, but that was at death, right? Was it death? Who had the last fought relic that I was missing? Before this? Was it Doppelganger? Oh, then yeah, I should have saved. That's another skill issue. I could have done a save split to save us probably like a minute, but it doesn't matter. It's over. Yeah, losing the race to left side. GG's. 2 relics in the castle, both on left side. Unfortunate. If it's, I mean, it's not like, I don't know. I'm coping. I'm molding. I literally could have just checked creature, but I'm like, no, I will simply skip creature. That honestly, I think if I checked creature, I probably still had a chance as well. But that means left side was literally hit into hit into hit. It was literally all 3 relics were back-to-back bangers. Which is like, come on, man. What are the odds of that? Literally Vlad relic into merman statue into Vlad relic on the left side. Come on. You would expect it. In fact, it's guaranteed that on the left side, 2 of those relics have to, at the very least, be useless. And for it to be here at this fucking asshole? Come on. God damn it, dude. It's so Jolver. Hold on, let me log in and add this emote. Do I not? I don't have enough emote slots? Hold on. While we're riding the boat, I'll make sure Jolver gets added. That's so unlucky. I don't even feel like the difference between left side and right side was like that determinative until it was. It was literally just... That's like the equivalent of, damn, I'm missing 3 relics. And then Medusa into Akmadon into Trio has the 3 relics you need. And then it's like, oh, okay. That was nice. Like, that never happens when you do right side. Late, but good luck. It's a little too late for this C-Dev good luck. But we're going to do another one after this, so it's fine. Yeah, Creature literally never has the relic you need until you skip him. And then he always has it. Until you skip him again. Until you don't skip him, and then you don't need it, and then you don't skip him, and then you... You ever have a dream? Were that you? I'm not mauled, you're mauled. I would never be mad at a video game. But the video game is also bullshit. The vicious cycle of skip and don't skip. It's literally keep gambling mentality. See, what you don't understand is I'm a genetic freak, so I have a 33 1/3% chance. Matthews, thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. All right, emote got added. I don't know if it updates automatically. Can you guys spam it's Jolver in chat? Yeah, Jolver in chat. It worked. Okay, it's not going to show up here, but it's showing up for my chat. Did I skip entrance? Not in this seed. No, you can't skip it. You shouldn't skip entrance in Nimble. Jolver, man. It's so Jolver for me. Anyways, Matthews, hope your seed stream. Oh, well. No! I'm dumb and stupid and... it's so Jolver for me, man. I can't even fucking play the video game, dude. Not the double library card, man. Am I sure I want to do another seed after this? Am I sure? Let's call it an RNG manip. Yeah. I'm RNG maniping the next seed to not be fucking left side bonanza. What the hell did... if you think about it, the chance of the first relic being left is 55%. The chance of the second being there is 50%. Whereas the chance of the first... Second is 33rd and I don't know how to do math! What is all this? If your seed is Jolver... Dude, what a first message. Holy shit. If your seed is Jolver, if so, you may be entitled to compensation. Please visit jolver.com. Guys, don't click that link. If Jay Phillips showed up, made a burner account, created jolver.com... just to run a phishing scam and scrape all of you guys' data, I'm not culpable. I'm not culpable. Very funny first chat, and honestly, you should be proud of yourself. We do have to delete your message just in case, because it's a non-0% chance that that may be a malicious link. However, it is very funny. Well, it is a phishing scam. Fuck. Get it? It's a phishing scam. Oh my god, I can't fucking handle you guys. Fran is... It's peak. What can I say? It's peak. Fran, you have ascended. It's peak? If it is maliciously Link, someone beat me to it. Yeah, no worries, no worries. You're good, Jay Phillips. You're good. You're good. No, you're funny. We like you around here. All right, I honestly don't feel too bad. I think I played this seed very, very well. The only, like, literally just guessed wrong at the start of the seed whether I should have went left or should have went right. And that happens. I felt like missing 3 Vlad relics. That's the thing, is it sucks when you miss 3 Vlad relics at the start, so you're like, okay, I'm gonna do right side, but first, I have to do Darkwing Bat, and then Darkwing Bat is a relic, which actually does change the numbers on it, but you don't want to go back and grab the warp at the start of the second castle, because that's just a waste of time. It's weird. It's one of those scenarios where you're like, sunk cost. I'm already doing right side, so let me keep doing right side, and then it just didn't work out. You know what? Let's get the Chrysogrim involved for funsies. I can be pretty confident. I don't think Swarm found this Varda, which is, I guess, is neat. Maybe I got the Varda and Swarm didn't. That'd be cool. Maybe I did not. Yeah, it's in a spot where I don't think very many people check. A lot of people skip the checks in the clock tower when it's like 5 checks. Like back to back to back. I feel like it's worth, especially if you haven't found a library card yet. I don't know.
Go back whence you came.
I checked the pillar's not under the bridge. Oh, checking under the bridge doesn't, it's like not even that slow.
How?
You just keep wing smashing down. You untransform when you break the bridge, and I think you're able to check both, or at least one of them.
You have been doomed ever since.
And then you just gravity jump back up. Barely waste. It's probably like maybe 2 seconds of time loss for 2 extra checks. That's probably worth it. I don't know. Unless you feel very confident that you don't need extra items. Like if you already found a library card, then yeah, skip it. That, like, who cares? Like the difference between having a Varda and not in Nimble doesn't matter that much. So it's not like a you need to be doing this. I can't believe you're not doing this. It's more so like, it's, you know, either way I think is reasonable. It's like save the 2 seconds, do 2 extra checks. It does require different execution as well, so you have to be like executionally sound to do it. It is what it is. Anyways, hey, I am Eternal Depression because I didn't guess correctly on the 50-50, but you probably did watching at home over on Dragon Blitz Daily, which means you get to subscribe to the channel, woo! And also join the live streams over on twitch.tv/DragonBlitz. And subscribe, don't forget subscribe. And if you join the live streams, you can also gamble your channel points and force me to do fun tier lists. Much like Super Dude, who is making me now do a tier list of all of the relics in Symphony of the Night. PogChamp!
So you made it.
Let's go! Now, Make, fuck you for putting this in here.
Glad you're all right.
So join the live stream so you can do fun stuff like this. All right, have a good one, Dragon Blitz Daily viewers.
Father.